Hey guys.
Look, the Democrats cannot get rid of the one that the powers that they choose. That's a fact.
You always think it's not serious. What if I can see you like crying to death? I don't want to laugh. Why are you laughing? I don't understand. You're laughing. I didn't even do anything. You're laughing because of my face. Now it's surprised. You're laughing because of my face.
Would you like to tell me about this protest, like why we are here for our brother Zakaria?
Yes, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We are here to do the little that we can in the face of atrocities that were meted out against Sheikh Zakzaky and his family and his community of over 1 million Shia and non-Shia, because he's been able to, over the past 30 years, reach out to all walks of life within Nigeria to try to establish a movement that is peaceful, that is non-violent, and a movement that is focused on ideology. That ideology is the true ideology of what Islam is all about. And because of that, he's been able to get so many supporters over the past 30 years. He's gotten so many supporters. We know now that he's in the millions. His followers are in the millions. So what happened was, there's been a lot of terrorist activity in Nigeria, and everyone has been blaming Boko Haram as some ragtag, part ISIS, part Al-Qaeda group for the past many years. So what he did was he exposed them by letting them know that the links of Boko Haram are right at home, right from the military and otherwise. So he exposed the tactics which is being done, which is leading also directly to the Zionist regime. You really have to do a lot of reading to see how the Zionist regime is playing its role in Africa. And we could look at southern Sudan, or we could look at other places with these conflicts, and Nigeria is one of them. So what it is that Sheikh Zakzaky is trying to make everybody understand what's really happening. And he's speaking the truth to power. Because of that, they attacked him, his family, and many people were killed. We were told that in the morgue, where bodies were collected, at least 800 bodies were in the morgue. So this was a very big attack by the military. The military made a claim that the reason for this attack, which is outlandish, is that supposedly the movement, Islamic movement in Nigeria, attacked or intended to kill or hurt the military chief there. The reality is that this movement has been peaceful and has been attacked multiple times and has not retaliated at all. You can see that their non-violent stance has been very beneficial to the organization, and many people are speaking out against it. So we here in Houston, Texas, and inshallah other Muslims and non-Muslims around the world should stand up for Sheikh Zakzaky and his community in Nigeria to oppose what's happening and really speak out clearly without any doubt in their minds, and not to curb their tongue, but really to say what's really happening. That Boko Haram, ISIS, Daesh, and all these groups, these terrorist organizations have been created by the intelligence services, whether it's the CIA, whether it's the Mossad, the Zionist intelligence, or other groups, to basically ideologically cause conflicts within the Muslim world so that they can have them at conflict and fighting each other, so they can weaken the Muslim community, and so that these Western powers backed by multinational corporations can pillage the resources, the natural resources of the Muslim world, which is very rich, especially in Africa. And this is what the intention is by these crazies, and that's why they're using terrorism to do it. It's important for the American people to recognize and to do more research on this, because the mainstream media will not tell them these things. They will skew them and get you thinking that, for example, that San Bernardino that happened here in California, they want you to believe that some terrorist man and a woman created an atrocity, when we have eyewitness accounts, multiple eyewitness accounts, that no, they were secured. It says there were three white males, well built, in Teagues, and they were carrying out the shooting. This is by eyewitness. We need to speak the truth and let them know what's really happening. And our government, unfortunately, is complicit in these attacks, but really the intelligence services, which don't really follow any rule of law, they are creating these things in those countries. So we're speaking out to support Sheikh Zakzaky and his peaceful movement, ideological movement, Islamic movement in Nigeria. We call everybody to stand up with the oppressed, because if we do not stand up with the oppressed, then we are just with the oppressors.
Thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum.